I manifested 90 millions repeating these three words. Imagine this. With just three words, I transformed my entire reality. These words were not magic in the typical sense. They were a declaration, a seed planted deeply within the fertile soil of my mind. Each day I repeated them, feeling their truth ripple through every fiber of my being. These three words held a profound power. They shifted me from the painful state of lacking to the joyful state of having. They were a bridge, a direct path to the life I desired, one where 90 million was not just a number, but a reality lived and breathed. But it was not the words alone. It was the assumption behind them. The assumption that the desire was already fulfilled, already mine. I lived from the end as if the millions were already in my hands. I felt the peace, the confidence, and the freedom that came with having already received. And with that feeling, those words resonated louder, deeper, and truer. Doubt tried to creep in, as it always does. But I met doubt with unwavering faith. Faith that the invisible world hears our inner declarations and moves to make them visible. Repeating these three words with complete belief is like planting a mighty oak tree. It grows unseen beneath the soil before bursting forth in magnificent form. Once I spoke these words with feeling, I let go. I stopped wrestling with the how and when. I allowed the process to unfold, knowing the universe responds to the clarity and conviction of my inner word. And through it all, gratitude became my anchor. Gratefulness for what I had not yet seen, for what was surely coming. Gratitude amplified the power of those three words, turning a whisper into a roar that the universe could not ignore. So what are those three words? They are simple yet profound. They are your key to abundance, your declaration to the cosmos. Repeat them. Feel them. Believe them. Live them. And watch as your reality shifts. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Because the universe always responds to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And so will you. There is a profound truth that many overlook, yet it is the foundation of all manifestation. You become what you assume yourself to be. This is not merely a poetic statement or a motivational platitude. It is the law by which the universe operates, the silent command that shapes your reality from the inside out. Everything begins within. Before a thing is seen, it is imagined. Before a thing appears, it is assumed. Your inner world, your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, forms the blueprint of your outer world. The words you repeat to yourself daily are not empty sounds. They are the seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This subconscious mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts your assumptions as facts. It builds your reality based on the impressions you engrave upon it. When you say, even silently in your mind, I am wealthy, or I am successful, or I am loved, your subconscious takes these statements and begins the process of bringing them into your experience. You begin to think, feel, and act from that state of being. Your energy aligns with your assumption, and like a magnet, you draw to yourself the conditions, people, and opportunities that correspond to it. But this power works both ways. If your assumptions are rooted in fear, lack, or limitation, your outer reality will reflect that scarcity. If you assume failure, rejection, or poverty, your subconscious will faithfully deliver exactly that. This is why it is so crucial to consciously choose what you assume about yourself and your life. Repetition is the key. The more you repeat your chosen assumption, the stronger it becomes. The repetition is like watering a seed. You do not need to try to force the seed to grow. You simply need to nurture it consistently. The subconscious mind is patient but persistent. It requires no logic or proof, only the consistent feeling and acceptance of the assumption as truth. Imagine your life as a garden. Every thought, every word you speak to yourself is a seed. If you repeatedly plant seeds of doubt, worry, and fear, your garden will be overrun with weeds. But if you plant seeds of confidence, abundance, and joy, your garden will flourish beyond measure. Do not underestimate the power of your inner dialogue. Speak to yourself as you would to a beloved friend. Affirm your worth, claim your success. See yourself living the life you desire in vivid detail. Feel the emotions as if it is already yours. The subconscious will not argue. It will move to embody that reality. Remember, the external world is merely a mirror reflecting back to you the state of your inner being. To change your world, begin by changing your assumptions. To change your circumstances, begin by changing the story you tell yourself. So, from this moment forward, make a sacred promise to yourself to guard your thoughts, to cultivate empowering beliefs, and to assume the best about your life and your future. Let the words you repeat be the seeds of your new reality. Because the truth is simple. You are not a product of your past or your current circumstances. You are the master of your destiny because you hold the power to assume and become. Choose wisely what you assume, for in that choice lies your power to create the life you have always dreamed of. To manifest the life you desire, there is a secret principle that many overlook. Yet it is the cornerstone of all true creation. You must live from the end. This means you do not wait for the external conditions to change before you feel happy, fulfilled, or abundant. Instead, you imagine and feel your desire as if it is already accomplished, as if the life you want is already your present reality. This concept may sound simple, but it is profoundly powerful. Most people live from the place of lack. They focus on what they do not have, on what is missing, or on the distance between where they are and where they want to be. They live in the state of wanting, hoping, or trying. But this vibration of wanting sends a signal to the universe that you are still incomplete, that your desire is far away. Living from the end is a complete reversal of that. It requires you to mentally and emotionally step into the reality of your fulfilled desire right now. Feel the peace, the joy, the confidence that comes from already having what you seek. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as the person who owns that dream. Feel how they walk, talk, and carry themselves. Sense the gratitude bubbling inside you, the excitement of living your new life. When you act from this state, your entire being aligns with that reality. Your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your energy resonate as one harmonious whole. This alignment activates the powerful creative forces within you, and the outer world begins to shift accordingly. Opportunities appear, ideas come effortlessly, and the people and circumstances necessary to manifest your desire are drawn to you like magnets. It's important to understand that living from the end is not about pretending or wishful thinking. It is about embodying a profound inner certainty and unwavering faith in the unseen. It is about knowing that what you desire is not something distant or unattainable, but something already yours on the invisible plane, waiting to be revealed in the physical world. This way of living transforms your experience of time and reality. You no longer struggle against the present or feel frustrated by delays. Instead, you rest in the assurance that your desire exists now in the realm of imagination, the creative source, and that the natural progression of life will bring it forth in perfect timing. When doubts arise, and they will, remind yourself gently to return to the feeling of the end. Anchor yourself in the conviction that your manifestation is a done deal. The feeling is your bridge. It connects the invisible with the visible. Without this feeling, manifestation remains a wish. With it, it becomes an inevitable reality. So, cultivate the discipline of living from the end. Make it your daily practice to dwell mentally and emotionally in the state of fulfillment. Let your thoughts and feelings radiate the certainty of having rather than the uncertainty of wanting. Because the truth is this, the future you desire already exists in the present moment of your imagination. To live from the end is to claim your power as the creator of your reality. And when you do, the universe has no choice but to bring your imagined world into your waking life. There is incredible power hidden in simple words, especially when those words are chosen with intention and repeated with feeling. The three words I speak of are not random or hollow. They are sacred keys, unlocking the door to the reality you desire. These three words hold the power to rewrite the story you tell yourself, to shift your inner landscape, and to open the floodgates of abundance. When you repeat these words daily, they become more than sounds. They become a sacred mantra, a vibration, a signal, and an affirmation that rewires your subconscious mind. The subconscious does not question. It accepts what is impressed upon it as truth. Through this repetition, you are planting a new reality deep within yourself, a reality in which abundance is not an exception but your natural, effortless state of being. Think of these three words as a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious. At first, the seed may seem small and insignificant, but with consistent repetition and the nourishing water of feeling, this seed begins to sprout and grow. Soon it pushes through the surface of your consciousness, blossoming into new thoughts, new beliefs, and new actions that align perfectly with the reality you are creating. These words become the lens through which you view yourself and your world. They replace doubt with certainty, scarcity with plenty, and fear with faith. Each time you speak or think them, you are reinforcing the truth of your manifestation, strengthening the foundation upon which your new reality will stand. This is why the feeling behind the words is so vital. It is not enough to merely repeat them mechanically. You must infuse them with belief and emotion, as if what you declare is already true. This feeling acts like a powerful magnet, drawing the outer circumstances to match your inner conviction. Remember, manifestation is not about struggling to acquire something distant or elusive. It is about aligning yourself now with the reality that already exists in the unseen realm. Your three-word mantra bridges the gap between imagination and reality, the invisible and the visible. So what are these three words? They might be as simple as, "It is done," "I am wealthy," or "Abundance flows." Whatever your chosen words, make them sacred. Use them as a daily practice, a ritual to ground your mind and heart in the certainty of your fulfilled desire. Over time, you will notice a shift. Your mindset transforms, your actions become effortless, and the universe responds in kind. Doors open, opportunities appear, and your external world begins to reflect the abundant reality you have created within. The three words you choose to repeat are not just words. They are your declaration of power. They are the conscious commands you send to the universe, the keys to the kingdom of your dreams. So speak them with reverence, repeat them with faith, and watch as your imagined reality unfolds before your very eyes. Because when you align your heart, mind, and words, what you speak is what you become, and what you become shapes your world. After you have planted the seed of your desire with your carefully chosen words and the powerful feeling of its fulfillment, there comes a sacred step that is often overlooked: detachment and allowing. This is where the alchemy of manifestation truly begins to unfold. You must learn to release your grip on the outcome, to stop wrestling with reality, and to trust the unseen process that is at work beneath the surface. To detach does not mean to give up or stop caring. It means to surrender your need to control exactly how and when your desire will appear. It means understanding that your role is to create the inner state, the assumption that your wish is already fulfilled, and then to allow the external world to shape itself accordingly, often in ways more marvelous and unexpected than you could have imagined. When you clutch your desire tightly, doubting or obsessing over the how, you create resistance. This resistance acts like a block, preventing the natural flow of energy and divine intelligence from manifesting your vision. Your struggle against the present reality binds you to it, reinforcing the conditions you wish to change. Instead, practice the art of allowing. After you plant your seed with faith and feeling, step back and live your life as if your desire is already real. Carry yourself with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing the unseen is actively working on your behalf. This trust is the fertile soil in which your seed can grow. Remember, the universe or your own subconscious mind does not work according to your timetable or your limited understanding. It operates in perfect harmony with the laws of creation, weaving together the necessary people, circumstances, and events to bring your assumption into form. Your job is simply to hold your assumption steady without wavering or second guessing. Detachment is freedom. It frees you from anxiety, from impatience, and from the constant need to force outcomes. It frees your mind from the clutter of doubts and fears. When you allow, you open yourself to receive in ways that are often more abundant and unexpected than the narrow ways you might have imagined. This doesn't mean you abandon action altogether. Allowing works hand in hand with inspired action. When opportunities present themselves, move with them confidently, knowing they are part of the unfolding process, but do so without desperation or neediness. Let your actions flow naturally from your inner state of having already received. In the silence of detachment, miracles are born. In the space of allowing, your desire moves from the realm of thought into the realm of experience. The invisible becomes visible. The imagined becomes real. So cultivate patience and trust. When you find yourself tempted to fret or control, gently remind yourself, I have planted the seed. Now I release it to grow. I trust the process. I am open to receive. This sacred balance between assumption and surrender is the secret path to effortless manifestation. It is the wisdom of the soul that knows what is truly yours cannot be lost, and what is meant for you will come in perfect time. Therefore, let go. Step into the grace of allowing. Watch the world rearrange itself to reflect the powerful assumptions you hold within. Because when you stop wrestling with reality and begin to allow, you align yourself with the infinite intelligence of creation, and there is nothing you cannot become. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can cultivate on your path to manifestation. It is the sacred amplifier that magnifies your belief and accelerates the arrival of your desire. But gratitude is not merely a polite thank you or an afterthought once your millions have appeared. It is a profound, living feeling you embrace before your desire takes form. An essential vibration that aligns you with the frequency of abundance itself. When you are truly grateful, you shift your focus from lack to plenty. You move from a mindset of scarcity and limitation into one of fullness and appreciation. This shift changes your energetic state. It tells the subconscious mind that you already possess the riches you seek, that they are not something far away or uncertain, but something you live in relationship with even now. Imagine yourself walking through a life where you are thankful for every dollar, every opportunity, every moment of prosperity, even when the physical evidence is not yet present. This feeling of gratitude acts as a beacon, drawing your desire closer and closer until it inevitably becomes your reality. Gratitude is a vibration that resonates with the universe's natural law of increase. The more you feel thankful, the more you attract reasons to be thankful. It is a divine cycle. Gratitude brings blessings, and blessings deepen your gratefulness. Your mind and heart become fertile ground where the seeds of abundance can flourish without hindrance. To practice gratitude as an amplifier, make it a daily habit. Begin your day by silently or aloud expressing thanks for the wealth you are about to receive. Feel the excitement and joy of already having those millions. Let that feeling fill every fiber of your being. This practice transforms your internal world and sends a clear, powerful message to the unseen forces that govern manifestation. Do not wait to feel grateful after your desires come true. This is a common mistake. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to your manifestation. Feel it now, feel it deeply, and watch as the universe responds in kind. Beyond just magnifying belief, gratitude expands your consciousness. It lifts you to a higher state where you no longer see abundance as a distant dream, but as an inseparable part of who you are. In this elevated state, limitations fall away, and you open yourself to receive even greater blessings than you initially imagined. Remember, the power of gratitude lies in feeling, not just in words. True gratitude is a heartfelt experience. It is the emotional currency you spend to create more wealth, joy, and fulfillment in your life. So cultivate this sacred feeling with reverence. Let gratitude become your natural state of being, your constant companion on the journey to your millions. Gratitude is not just an amplifier, it is the very essence of the creative process. It is the light that makes your inner world fertile and your outer world abundant. And when you align your heart with gratitude, you do not just manifest millions. You manifest a life rich with meaning, joy, and endless possibility. In closing, remember this: the power to create the life you desire lies within you, within the words you speak, the feelings you embody, and the faith you hold. By repeating your sacred mantra, living from the end, detaching with trust, and amplifying your reality with gratitude, you align yourself with the infinite creative force that brings all things into manifestation. You have the ability to reshape your inner world, and as you do, your outer world must follow. Trust the process, remain patient, and know that what you have imagined and felt as true is already on its way to you. Thank you for opening your mind and heart to these truths. May you walk forward with unwavering confidence, knowing that the reality you desire is not just possible, it is already yours.